least I'm ready.
I was ready, and then I became not ready.
I was adjusting the lid on my cup to make sure that I'm branded. You marketing guys should be very proud of me right now.
I'm liking what you're doing there. Could you turn that slightly? Oh, yeah,
That's what I was trying to do.
Yeah, that's
right,
it. That's going to be money. Oh man.
Welcome back.
Mercer Transportation will quench your thirst. For what?
Welcome
I have no idea. We didn't even sound check today. Do we sound okay?
You guys sound great.
This is a little late in the game for that. Are we going to double back later and edit this?
I was watching all the ones. I think it was yesterday. I had them all pulled up, and I liked how we've gone from a table over there to sitting in some comfortable chairs here to our little round. I think we've hit a solution to this whole.
You know, we were still toying with ideas this morning. I don't.
Were you really?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, we've been everywhere from table skirts with branding on them to children's rugs that go in the room that have the little roads and everything. So we put little cars and trucks on top of the table because
or a map. You can put a map up too.
I'm 12. You know, the wonderful thing about having Roderick here is
there's our map.
Right.
Here's the map.
There's our map.
We just added another 5 minutes of editing
to
the whole process. Now we don't. Now this doesn't show until sometime in September.
When everything we talk about is irrelevant and has since passed. That's good stuff. Good stuff.
So,
as I say always, thanks for doing it again. Thank both of you guys for continuing this push to get connected and be involved.
So going into this, I didn't like it.
I do. He was very critical, and everybody that's listening, he was very critical of but you're not a podcast guy.
Yeah.
So you didn't.
It's not you, it's me.
Yeah, which is okay. That's fine.
But yeah, I'm admittedly not of the podcast audience, so I was unfamiliar with the platform, and I thought, well, how ridiculous. Why would anybody want to sit and listen to me? And it turns out they don't, but they like listening to you.
You're coming around.
Yeah, I've been watching some podcasts.
They do listen. They tune in.
And if I could say one thing, put Roderick on. This is Roderick. He's handsome and wonderful and way smarter and more talented than me.
Yeah.
And
don't listen to that. That's not true.
The secret to my success.
That's not true.
But
how much? Let me ask. How much marketing of this thing have we done? Yeah, I know we filmed 3 episodes. This is our 4th.
None. Literally none.
Barely any. Just putting it out there and getting a few watches. And
is there going to be a time where we start pushing that or promoting that?
Yeah, I think we're starting to get there.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think we're starting to get to our comfort zone, and
that's the thing. I didn't want to promote something that we were still kind of working through.
Yeah.
So now that we have kind of a formula that we like,
good,
we can push it out there. And if people want to go back and kind of look at the old ones to see where we came from, that's great. But
yeah,
I
like that. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Can we edit out the parts where he interrupts me?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay, so
I might as well leave.
So,
show's over.
I kid. But what I was going to say about Roderick is, man, he's good at this.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize. I mean, I knew that he was talented, but I thought that podcasts suck, and so I started watching a few of them, and he does a way better job of capturing this and the edits and the sound than a lot of guys do.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
well, thank you.
It's nice, man. It's nice to have you making at least one of us look great and me less bad.
That's awesome.
So I'm in.
Safety message.
You know what we should start the week out with?
Just look down. I looked down, and it was the first word that I saw was safety message. You had
safety
a good
message.
one. We were discussing a few days ago.
Seat belts. Do you know that we still get seatbelt violations?
No way.
Not just us. I mean, across the board. But people still don't put seatbelts on.
It's important.
Don't go through the windshield. Put your seatbelt on.
Yeah.
So do that, because the one thing that we're blessed with is a fantastic safety record, because we have very safe drivers. We've got some of the best owner operators out there, in my opinion. I'm less afraid when I go down the road and see a Mercer truck and I go to pass them than some other companies. I think at least I know that this guy hasn't been having tickets and accidents if he's got Mercer signs on.
Right.
We nip that in the bud.
It was one of our founding principles. We wanted to be the safest fleet on the road, and we wanted to be the fastest paying fleet on the road. So we're trying to still accomplish that, but we can't do any of that if we don't wear seatbelts.
Yeah, and well, let's face it, it's not always our guys or big trucks in general, billboard attorneys that cause the accidents. It's these minivans and four-wheelers out there thinking that they can just go wherever they want, riding in guys' blind spots and everything.
Yeah.
And they cause accidents. So Mercer owner-operators, wear your seatbelt. So when soccer mom extraordinaire comes 3 lanes across because she didn't realize their exit was coming up, at least you're safe and you get home to your family. That's what we want.
I saw talk about billboard attorneys. I saw a billboard attorney sign going home, not the one that you showed.
Oh.
That was a good one, but I saw one going home that said "hit by a delivery truck," and I thought, well, there's a new revenue stream. I guess they're coming off the big truck and going to delivery
to the Amazon truck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was hit by a Miller High Life distribution van.
Yeah, that's there you go. Delivery truck.
Boom, right in my door when Liam was just like tiny baby Liam.
Really? Really? I didn't know that was a real
totaled
story.
my whole car, and then he ran.
Really?
In the truck he ran?
It was like one of the distribution vans.
Oh, my
So it's like
goodness.
the big cargo van situation. And do you know
Or one of the
how
duster
much I
buster
sued
looking
those guys for?
A whopping 0?
I asked them if they'd replace my car and
Yeah.
pay for Cairo.
Did they happily do that?
I'm looking at you, scum of the earth.
Yeah.
You don't have to hit the lottery because some poor guy made a mistake and freaked out.
Golly.
And that's
revenue
really what
stream.
it was. As I was working at Mercer when it happened, I thought, man, now here's an opportunity for me to really hurt a company and really good people that depend on those jobs at that company, because I want to hit the lottery over somebody else's
paying.
mistake.
It's the insurance company that's paying.
Yeah, and when the insurance company cancels your whole fleet's insurance, surely everybody will still have a job.
Absolutely.
Cheers, attorneys.
I like the path this is going down.
I'm
We're getting raunchy on it. I like it.
There's not many people that I can genuinely say I dislike,
No, I
but
agree.
it's like the old saying. It's just 99% of those attorneys that give the other 1% a bad name. Yeah,
The old saying.
the old
The
saying.
old Irish tale.
So buckle up, because accidents are everywhere, and So speaking of accidents, did you see Hero Truck Driver of the Month get himself arrested at the Cleveland situation?
No.
So there's a car accident.
When did this happen?
Just what was it, like last week?
Yeah,
Oh, really?
Last week sometime, yeah.
Last week, or maybe the beginning of this week. When you get to be my age, everything seems
Runs
like it was either 32 years ago or 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh yeah, I was just talking to that guy back in
The 70s.
October. So there's an accident. Flatbed driver pulls up to the scene of the accident. They've got it stopped. The cops are sorting everything out.
Yeah.
And his clock's running, so he gives the horn a little tap, just trying to move things along. And they ask him to stop. He gives
Taps
a few
on it
more
again.
taps. Might bring up that if you guys can't get this thing cleared up and out of the road, I'm just going to drive through your accident scene.
No.
And they would rather you didn't do that, I hear.
Wow.
So they tell him, hey, you need to stop honking your horn. You need to stop raising hell. Or, we're going to give you, I think it was going to be like disturbing the peace because he keeps getting on his horn and they're trying to do their job.
A little misdemeanor.
Yeah, he's egging them on.
But he doesn't quit.
He does not. He doubles down.
That's the way to do it.
That's it.
Gives it another long toot, and they come over and say, okay, we're going to need to see some identification. Going to need you to step out of your vehicle. He refuses. So then they suggest that they might have to use something like a good pepper spray.
How did I miss this?
Or something to help him exit the vehicle. And he says, I got a gun, and I'm not afraid to use it.
To the police officers.
So, yeah, the police officer. Always a good decision.
Yeah. Good.
We're going to follow up with Uncle Lenny, I think.
Oh, that's great.
And see if that is the preferred method of communication with highway officers. Yeah. We'll put his answer in here.
Yeah.
More work for Roger.
We'll fill it in. Yeah, we'll fill it in there.
So he's in jail after 2-hour standoff.
So did they pull their guns on him?
They brought it.
I guess they guns drawn.
Yeah, they immediately start backing up, and he refuses to get out. And so they have to bring in a negotiator. 2 hours later, he's going to jail.
I wonder if the customer will pay attention.
It's going to be interesting to see. You thought you were running late because of the accident.
Yeah. Golly.
Wait till you see how late the load delivers after you post bond.
He was technically running late because of the accident. Still,
yeah,
it was the accident.
That's trucking, man.
Issue,
Yeah, it's trucking.
I can't believe I missed that. Cleveland, Ohio.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So don't do that. Just don't.
That's wild. I can't believe I didn't miss that. That's crazy.
So yeah, buckle up and don't threaten police officers.
Yeah, really.
Safety message. And whatever Lynn says about that.
Oh, I'm sure he'll have good stuff. We should have Lynn on to tell us stories about. Comes to mind one in El Paso when a guy pulled over to the median blocking all 5 o'clock traffic, and he refused. He wanted to get a citation, so that it's so.
Where he was going to write him up for a warning instead of give him a ticket.
Give him a ticket. Give me a ticket. He called the supervisor and called the chief and called all that. And then finally called Uncle Lenny.
Yeah.
We should have him on and tell some stories about it.
Yeah, I think the quote was, well, if you're not going to do that, I'm going to lose my spot with Mercer. You might as well just shoot me. And the guy called Lynn, who happened to know Lynn from other things in history. Yeah, the chief, and said, well, do you want me to shoot him?
Yeah. he said, well, chief, I forget what the guy's name is. He said, would you like for me to shoot him or for you? He said, put my driver on.
So yeah, funny. He's got a lot of good stories.
That's great. That sounds like a good one.
Oof.
It's a lot.
So he's also got stories that we probably can't share.
Oh yeah,
at all. But that was during a different period in trucking,
whole different era. You got a lot going, man. You printed out talking points here, and you've got a lot of stuff to share. Upcoming truck shows.
Yeah, and then you know what I did?
Yeah.
I did not print out the truck shows that are upcoming.
All right.
So we're gonna skip over that, and I bet Roderick can dig that up.
Yes, I can
at some point.
If you want to go ahead.
But we're not done with truck show season yet. We do have a couple of shows coming up. I know we've got California coming up in October. Anthony is getting ready to go up to Minnesota the second Friday in September. I think.
Sorry. So we've got the Big Iron Classic coming up in Minnesota at the Kasson,
sure,
Kasson, Minnesota. So that's Anthony and Dale going to that on September the 8th and the 9th. And then after that, there's the 2023 Guilty by Association truck show in Joplin, Missouri.
Oh, yeah.
That's Chrome Shop Mafia.
That is September the 21st through the 23rd. As of right now, we got Ron, Kathy, Joe, and PJ going for that one. And then the heavy duty trucking show, that's the one that's in California. That is in October the 14th and the 15th.
He said duty.
Then I don't know if you
12.
have it on there, but Amanda Brown and a couple other of our Women in Trucking representatives are going to the Women in Trucking conference in Texas, and I got to get the dates on that. We'll put that
Dallas. I think that's November.
Yeah, I thought it was November too. I
You know,
couldn't remember
speaking of
October or
that,
November.
if any of you contractors are interested in being a part of or participating in Women in Trucking, it's not just for staff. It's not just for employees. It's for everybody.
Yeah.
So if you have questions or are interested in being a part of Women in Trucking, give Amanda Brown a call
Oh yeah.
or Amanda Harper, and they can let you know what to do next. We'd love to have more contractors get involved and kind of help us push that.
Yeah, absolutely. September, the best time of the year.
Yes, I love So September is Driver Appreciation Month. I would beg to suggest that. Does anybody say beg to suggest? I just kind of
I just made that up.
just words falling out of my
Be a
mouth.
pioneer. Own it.
I would
Be a
say
Yeah,
You
innovative.
would beg
That-
to suggest.
that I would beg to suggest that dang near every month is Driver Appreciation Month.
At Mercer it is.
Because if we don't have drivers, you know how many trucks we own? Anybody? Anybody know how many?
Zero.
0 trucks. So we don't move freight without drivers. So we appreciate them all the time. But it is officially official that the week of September 10th through the 16th is Driver Appreciation Week.
Mm-hmm.
And we try to make a big deal out of it. You know, we'll have some things going on. We have our top 10 weekend
Huge. That's gonna
during
be a big
during
event.
Driver Appreciation Week, where we bring in a lot of our top teams and single drivers, and just kind of thank them for their hard work, recognize them for being top earners. So that's going to be good. You know what else we do during Driver Appreciation Week?
What?
We send out gifts.
Yes, we do.
We send out gifts
Lots
to
of gifts.
every single qualified driver at Mercer.
2,100
And
gifts.
check it out.
Oh, wait,
We're gonna send these
Whoa.
these widgets.
Whoa.
You can't be just flashing that around here. It doesn't work like that.
Spoiler alert.
Mm-hmm.
I'm that guy that while you're watching a trailer to the movie, go, oh, that's a remake. That ends like this.
Yeah. yeah. He just throws that out there like it's no big deal. I was actually going to say, do contract relations
Anakin turns
mind
into Darth Vader.
if our schedule for top 10 is released? I don't know. I know it's released internally. I know what we're doing.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's out there yet or not, but lots of fun
So
stuff.
yeah, man, we're gonna go out. We're gonna go out on a boat.
We're on a boat.
Do some max throwing, have some good dinners. Last year I missed the second dinner. I was very, very disappointed.
Oh.
Man, you missed out.
Brazeros.
Brazzarios.
Brazzarios.
We call it
Steakhouse.
the House of Meat Sweats.
Oh, I
Yeah,
cannot
that's
wait.
exactly what it
I
is.
can't wait.
Um,
So that's gonna be a lot of fun.
I sat. You've been out to lunches with me and dinners with me. I eat like a bird.
Yeah, I haven't noticed that.
I don't eat a lot of
Not a lot.
food. And I watched Roderick destroy about 72 pounds.
Yeah.
He can
so
eat
good.
his
Got down on
body
it.
weight
I'll sit with
It-
you this year, man. I'm
in
willing to
barbecued
go.
meat.
Yeah, I can't wait.
Yeah, dude, it was
I've never been to
delicious.
one. I've never been to the Brazilian
Oh.
where you just flip the thing over and
Oh,
keep bringing
dude.
the meat until I flip it to red.
It never goes to red.
That's
No.
fantastic.
It never goes to red. Nobody's doing red. Like when it starts to hurt, that's
Oh,
when
I'm
you
sure.
go. That's when you go to red.
I'm excited for it. It's going to be a big month.
That's going to be fun.
Still, it's a good time to connect and get together and fellowship with each other, especially in the year where this year's been so hard. Not just in trucking, with all over the place. We've come off 3 very difficult years with COVID and the pandemic, and now trucking recession basically happening. It's good to get together. I'm really, really excited to get together and do some
it's going to be good to celebrate, blow off some steam,
Right.
hand out lots of thank yous for the guys that have hung in there with us. Retention
Send
is,
out the
is
gifts
hard
that
in
you
the
just tried
industry.
to spoil.
Here's the thing. How awesome is it that we're even able to do that?
Yeah, send them out.
And I don't mean, look at us, we're doing this. I mean just to be able to give back a little bit. And I know we're not. Are we going to show that, or it's not a Rolex?
No. Can you blur it out?
I
We
think
don't
they're
need
going
to
to
show
clip
it.
that.
Oh, wait a minute. We're giving out Rolexes?
Yeah.
No,
No.
I was about to say.
that's what I'm saying. It's
I
not.
need to change
It's so.
jobs.
Gee whiz, this guy, man. I take
did
back
good.
everything I said about Roger earlier.
It's not-
He's
it's-
intrusive.
It is not a
And
Rolex.
It's not, and it. But what it is it's a token of appreciation,
Yeah.
and it costs a really lot of money to buy any gift, no matter how small, for 2,200 people, and then ship it
Yeah, it should.
and
I was
pay
gonna
for,
say
pay for
postage
that,
deal.
and so I think
it's a
think
good
it's
gesture.
it's a very good gesture, and it's just a way to say, hey, we're thinking about you, we appreciate you,
Yeah.
and I'm sure we're having a cookout.
Oh yeah.
Well, we have a cookout. We have a driver
mo-
appreciation cookout every single
Every
month.
single month. Yes.
But
sir.
I think they double down a little bit in September. I think they might go a little bigger.
Yep.
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 But yeah, we're doing that all the time.
Yeah.
Rest
Very
of the
good
industry, wake up.
They're having hibachi next week for driver. Well,
A hibachi?
Yeah, they're having. So they're actually bringing somebody in to do hibachi for the Driver Appreciation Day next week. So
Excellent.
imagine
You
what
know-
it's going to be like
You
when
know
they
who's
have
on
it
the
for the Driver
pulse
Appreciation
of what's
Week.
happening at Mercer Transportation?
Roderick.
That guy.
I know it. I know it.
Had no
He
idea
knows.
that we were
He
doing a
knows.
hibachi.
Yeah.
It's good. Good stuff.
So yeah, that's cool too. Something that I'm working on with our safety department that
I
hopefully
know about this.
is going to be a big deal is the driver toolkit, and we just got the page built.
I love this concept
this week,
too.
and
It's a really good
so
idea.
we're going to start letting them load content. Would you like to speak?
Sorry, I don't mean to.
Would you like to speak?
I don't mean to interrupt.
What? So tell us what you think about a driver toolkit, man. Why
I
is
think
that
it's a
important?
great idea. Good concept. Wait, and not to take the steam from you, but it's a
Take the steam from me.
is that did I make?
We're
We're
that
just
one
making
up?
we're just making
yeah,
all
we're
sorts of
just
stuff
making-
up today.
I'm gonna own that one too. But it's a place where drivers can go to instantly access information regarding situational things they might run into on the road, whether it's how to chain steel coils. Here's
Yeah.
is it videos or is it going to be PowerPoint?
It's going to be a combination of things. So basically, what we'll do is we'll link from Contractor Web.
Mhm.
There will be a link if you look over in your little bottom left where we have all of our skills reinforcement training and updates on things that might be going on. There'll be a driver toolkit button or link that you can click on, and we've built out a page that'll be on the website for guys. And it'll have videos. It'll have PDFs that you can read through.
Instant access stuff.
Instant access, and sometimes we have customers that'll send us, hey, when you haul this, and I don't know the specific commodity, but say air conditioners
Yeah.
down there out of Florida. They have a specific way they want that done, and sometimes some of the customers will send us, hey, we want it done like this.
Trailers out of Fox Lake, they require 21 straps, and they have to be belly strapped, and they have to be strapped from both sides, obviously.
Yeah.
So that's
we'll
a
have,
great
yeah, it'll
thing to-
it'll just be kind of a little library that you can go to when you're not quite sure. Or I remember there was something special about these loads that I'm supposed to be doing. So it'll just be a helpful tool, and just kind of a refresher too for some of the newer guys that I've only done one coil, and it's been years ago.
Right.
And before I go in, I just like to get a little advice or tips and tricks. So to just be full of tools to help drivers be successful.
The amount of professionalism that our drivers have already is staggering in my eyes. They can do all of these different things, and they just know it. I mean, they are true professionals to the very definition. But you still come into circumstances where it's like, man, I wish that I just knew a little bit more or an easier way to do something. I think immediately back to when we started FedEx, I don't know, 4 years ago. They require you to haul your own dolly around and hook up pups. And the best way to do this is to get a pintle hook attached to your truck, and then you can pintle hook the dolly around and drive it around and do that. So hooking
admittedly
up with
do not know what that hook
trailer
is.
hitch. Trailer hitch.
Okay.
For your F-150, So a ball hitch, for so
I
they
didn't
want
know I had
trucks
an F-150.
to do that. Well,
was
for
thinking that.
anybody's
I was like,
F-150, yeah.
Yours is great, dude.
However it works. But FedEx put out I don't know where we even found it, but there was a driver somewhere that put out a video. I guess FedEx approved it. I don't know. But it was a fantastic informational video of just a 15-minute deal. Here's the easiest way to hook up FedEx dollies. Here's the best thing to buy to make it easier, and we would send that out to anybody that did the Power Rolling Peak season stuff, and it was immensely helpful.
Good stuff.
I think this will be a really good thing to do.
Yeah, just giving people good tools to use that, hopefully is helpful.
Yeah.
But kudos to the safety department for just wanting to do more.
Yeah, I don't know.
And try to help. So, good stuff.
Yeah, very, very good. Very good. Excited about it. It's a great idea. What else you got?
Seamless.
I had a moment there for a second.
He's looking at me with
loving eyes.
loving eyes. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll say that.
We'll move on. What else?
Second day orientation.
Second day
We're doing
orientation.
a lot of stuff, Brian and Roderick. I know I've talked to you a little bit about it, but a lot of stuff in orientation and bringing and onboarding, really. Dean is doing a fantastic job. Our safety department's doing a fantastic job of bringing that up to date, making sure we're as efficient as possible. We ran through, and I know you all are aware of this, but we ran through a stretch of time where trailers were really difficult to come by.
Oh, yeah.
We were bringing on a lot of new guys, and the trailer manufacturing was not where it was at or needed to be at. And our class sizes were growing, and quite frankly, we saw a lot of inefficiencies that we can probably fix. So first thing, one thing that's huge that I want to talk about is we added a new trailer station for flatbed orientation to try to help that process get faster and be more efficient. Really, we don't want to sacrifice safety for efficiency, but we wanted it to be as efficient as possible. So we added another tarping station and chaining station to help disperse some of the bottlenecking that goes on when you're in flatbed orientation. So that's a really good thing. We are starting. There's something that we found out. As you know, and Roderick, you know pretty well, the trucking industry is very cyclical in what we do, and we are in a down right now. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We are in a down. Truck payments are through the roof high, and it's proving that guys are needing to run more lean than they ever have before.
Yeah. Yeah, it's hard, man.
One thing that we have found we needed to do is help people in orientation that are just now onboarding understand our processes, our deductions, our money, truck pay, and everything that goes on, or their money and how we distribute and things like that, and really provide them with more information on business classes in general. Knowing what variable costs are, knowing what contribution margin is, knowing what fixed cost is. So I'm really excited about this because next week, on Tuesday, we are starting up second day orientation. So it's only going to be, I say second day orientation, like it's long, some drawn out thing, but it's only going to be an hour. And it could be longer depending on how we do, but we have, with the help of our good friends at ATBS, we've come up with a really good syllabus on just showing guys what our deductions are, how things come out of truck pay, what that even means, a little bit how to be successful at Mercer, how to put away a little bit of money in your reserves, what fixed costs are, what variable costs are, knowing your business, how important that is to the success. So I'm really, really excited, but we're going to be starting that up next week.
Yeah. There's some pretty good guys over there at ATBS.
Oh,
I've been out to visit them.
Oh, yeah.
Out in Colorado.
Good people. They
And
want to help.
good guys. And the other thing that I think a lot of people don't realize about them is they're specific to the trucking industry.
Mm-hmm.
Like these guys aren't H&R Block.
No.
You're not going to somebody that just goes, oh, well, I know what the standard things are, because there are some unique write-offs to trucking.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jeff telling us about the
Guard pig.
the guard pig
Mm-hmm.
that somebody was writing off because he had a pig on the truck, and it alerts him if anybody's messing around or doing anything, and that's security write-off.
Writing off sunglasses as a safety device.
Yes. So
You can write off children doing work in your truck if they help you clean your truck. You can write that off.
Are there
I promise, yeah.
child labor laws?
No, it doesn't affect. If your kid helps you, you're not employing them, but you can write off a bit.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
Yeah, it's wild. They know a lot more than I. And they're really good people. They actually owned a trucking company, and that's why. And they're solely dedicated to owner.
Yeah, well, they got
operators.
to see firsthand how bad that can go.
Yeah.
But the other thing is, man, they not only help you figure out like, oh, well, here's what my bills are this month, and here's what my revenue is this month, but they can pinpoint it down to this is your break-even point, cents per mile.
Yeah.
And
we need
this
that.
is
We just
where you
need
need to be operating, so that you can make good decisions on whether or not you want to take that cheaper load just to keep moving, or whether it's more profitable to wait for this number versus sitting.
Not saying that people are uneducated about their business, but anytime you can get help in being as profitable as possible and doing that, especially when times are tough like this and people are finding it harder and harder to make money. I actually do want to talk about this.
Did you know that I know how to play several different instruments?
Do you really?
Yeah. I play drums. I know how to play guitar. I can play bass. I can play piano. I know how to do all of those things, and I think that makes me a pretty accomplished artist.
Yeah, I would
so to
say
speak.
so. I can't play a instrument.
But you know what?
An instrument.
There's professional musicians that can always offer me advice or tips on the instruments that I know how to play, but they might just be better at it than me or have more knowledge. And that's kind of how I think of ATBS. Like, most of the guys that come in here know their business. I don't want to insult anybody and say that our guys don't know their business, but man, these guys are really good at it and can at the very least give you helpful advice, tips and tricks that help you be even better at it.
Yeah.
So what'd you bring along?
I printed out, and I agree with everything you said, and I printed out some past loads for an individual. Actually, it's a team, but this team can't run as a true team because
this is what you were telling me about earlier.
Can't drive it. Yeah, one of them can't drive at night, so it's not a true team kind of deal yet. But they're having a really hard time. So that's not something we haven't heard before. People having a hard time, especially right now in this industry. But here are
Lots
these
of people
loads.
are having a hard time right now.
This team got out of class, and they've been here 3 weeks. Haven't finished a month yet. Their first load out of Louisville, they deadhead to High Hill, Missouri, and took a load to Kettle Falls, Washington. Then out of Washington, they went to Idaho and took a load to Mississippi. Then out of Mississippi, they went to Arkansas, took a load to North Carolina. Out of North Carolina, they took a load from North Carolina, Charlotte, to Colorado. Then Colorado to California, and that's where they are now. 3 weeks to the truck. I'm nervous to even share this number because it's a good. 3 weeks to the truck, $17,584.
Boom.
My goodness.
But and good loads. They over the weekend making good money, and I have no idea what I haven't talked to. Don't even know the name of these folks, but I do know they're having a very, very hard time. And if they could be steered in any direction with someone like ATBS or some help and just understanding what deductions are coming out or what's going on. To help them be successful, because
that's not bad revenue right now.
584 in 3 weeks with another week to run.
And you never know what else they have going on in life.
No, of course not.
But that certainly seems like a number where an average person could make it.
So we see this and we think we need to step in and not directly do anything with them. They're owner operators. They do what they want. That's the beauty of Mercer. But if there's a way that we can assist or help educate or steer them to someone to help, we want to do that. Absolutely.
Yeah. Hopefully we can help them out. It sounds like they're running.
Is it easy to sign up for ATBS?
It's thank you for saying that. Yeah, it's an email. Literally an email. If you send them an email, they call you within 48 hours. Not only that, they don't just do it isn't just like a tax serve. They give you a profit plan. They assign a specific person to you to call you to coach you and go through your financials and see where you're hitting and where you're missing.
Such a good point. A lot of people get confused and just call them a tax company. Oh, well, I got a guy that does my taxes.
Good Lord, no.
Or I've got they're financial advisors.
Mm-hmm.
As well.
Yeah.
Like they can help you with planning. They can help you with decisions on now's the time to purchase that new piece of equipment for a write-off.
Yeah.
So, it's not just turn in a box of receipts to them every spring and they'll do your taxes for you. Like they partner with you through the year to try to help keep your
this sounds like a
successful.
promotional thing, but you don't even have to turn in receipts. I could go to Walmart and take a picture. I don't even know if it applies to my business or not, but I could take a picture of my receipt and put it in there.
And they'll go through and
they'll go
pick
through
out
all that. Yeah. They go through all that. They do that.
Should we do a
I don't have to
disclaimer?
worry about it.
Because it sounds really bitchy.
Go for it.
We
Go
are
for it.
not affiliated
We're really
with them in any way, shape, or form.
No.
There's no transaction between Mercer and ATBS. We do not accept any money. They don't sponsor us. We do not sponsor them.
Nope.
We just know them as people and know that they want to help.
And that's where we have similar interests.
People, and we both are interested in keeping owner-operators healthy and successful so that we all win. I say it all the time. We don't get paid. We can't be successful if our owner-operators don't get paid and they're not successful.
No, yeah.
So our hidden agenda is not a kickback from a tax company.
No.
Our hidden agenda is, man, if you guys aren't successful making money, I don't get to come in here and do stupid podcasts that nobody will watch.
The hidden agenda is the hidden
I took a step backwards just now.
Is to keep someone that's making $17,500 in 3 weeks, keep them happy, keep them here, keep them at home, and help them be successful. That's the agenda. There is no, and it shouldn't even. It's not a hidden agenda. That is the agenda. That's what we want to do. We need to provide them. I always say it. It's becoming a thing now, but I always say we need to provide them consistent, sustainable, and diverse solutions to make their business successful. And that, in the form of freight, is what we need to do, and give them a place to be successful. We do not want to be the company where people go just to fail out, and we need to figure out where they can be successful and how to do it, and provide them with the tools necessary to do so. In fact,
He's on a roll.
Right. I got on one. Talking to Dale Corum, we need to have him on next week. He would like to, and Roger, he wants to talk about freight. He wants to talk about the cyclical nature of the business, what he's seen, who we are, everything. I want to quiz him. We want to quiz him on all kinds of stuff. So that's a good deal.
Let's just call him right now.
I don't know if he's still here. we could
Busy day.
blast them. I don't know if he's here or not. But next week we'll plan on it.
All right,
that's good.
Hey, so you heard it here first. Tyler is guaranteeing Dell will be on next week.
Yeah.
And you know what? How cool is that?
Yeah, it's good.
Do we have anybody ranked higher than Dale in our company?
No.
And he's just going to come over here and sit down and talk with us.
Yeah. Without I think everybody knows now we're not scripted on this.
Oh no,
not at all.
So I think we can go. But how cool that we can.
Yeah,
riff
he'll let us put him on the
the
spot.
guy. Absolutely.
And man, one of the best guys I've ever met in my life, and consider him a friend. And I personally just think I can't think of too many companies that I could go to work for where I could just go pop in on a Tuesday morning and be like,
yeah,
hey man, you got a second to talk about a bowling league?
Right.
And he's like, yeah, let's go bowling.
That's cool.
So yeah, that's going to be really cool.
Truckstop.com made that video. It's like a promotional video. Basically, well, they made it a promotional video.
Yeah.
Of me when I said, but at the very beginning they said, "Why do you work here?" And I said, "I love this place." That's part of that encompasses in that, just being able to pop in and knowing that this is just one big family. That's all we are.
I tell everybody we're the biggest mom and pop trucking company in the industry.
We are.
Because it's very mom and pop, and it's hard to see from an ad. It's hard to see from a video. But man, it's just different here.
You know
It's
what
different.
drivers want to know? I've talked to a few recently. What are we doing to
About
go
our
out
messages?
there?
About our call message?
Call message.
Yeah, they want to know why when we call them, it says.
Oh yeah, we redid that.
Did you listen to the options?
Yes, I did.
But did he though?
Did he really?
Did he really though?
Because
I did.
yeah, you're notorious for not
I did.
reading emails.
1, 2, and 3.
Right.
No, I think we had some really good options.
Right. Yeah. See.
Yeah, I
You
think
had number.
Heather asked me about it. Tyler's trolling us.
I'm not.
1,
It's
2, and
number
3.
I listened to 3. What are we doing for everybody out there? When we implemented the welcome to, or thank you for calling Mercer Transportation, we didn't know that on outbound calls it was going to play that message. So forgive us.
So yeah, you get a call from us and it thanks you for. So we got some alternatives that we've been working on
from our coordinators.
I'd like to maybe we do a vote.
Mercer Transportation. This call may be recorded.
You need to hold it up to the
quality.
microphone.
Don't hang up.
Yeah, that's number 4.
No, we got a little bit more on there.
Mercer Transportation.
Put it up to the microphone.
No,
This call
Heather
may
would
be
like
recorded
Oh,
for
okay.
quality assurance purposes.
Roderick's going to put it on.
Mercer Transportation. Dude, don't be cussing. We got you on tape, okay? Thanks.
These are gold. Why are we not using these?
Mercer Transportation. Our lawyers have advised us to record this call.
So
Which is not
Mercer
true.
Transportation. We're recording. Hey, you called us, our house, our rules.
I like that.
I think we captured lightning in a bottle here. So-
was that number 4?
Yeah, that was
That
number
was
4.
number 4.
That's why. Because
So-
Jim said when you listen to these, he said I like number 1 and I didn't like number 1. But he said 1, 2, and 3 are kind of the same. Four's them Heather just kind of being goofy and this and that. Oh, okay.
He said
well, then I'm
that?
playing. Yeah.
Those are best takes.
Those
It
are
was
the
the mistakes.
We were
It was
hoping
the
you
best
picked one of
takes.
those.
So I said 3 because it was very quick and precise. It's Mercer Transportation. This call's being recorded for quality assurance. But I didn't listen to 4.
How fun is Heather, man?
I know.
She was just
She's
like
rocking it
She was
out.
like, we gotta troll them.
I'll add it on
I
to
was
that.
like, in.
You know what? These people, they don't even know that recording is done by our very own Heather
That's
Watson,
a good point.
Yeah, we call her the voice of
the
Mercer.
voice of Mercer.
So Heather works in imaging,
Yep.
and she is the very, very helpful person when your bills and your paperwork don't come over right.
Yeah.
That will sit down
I'm
and
so mad I didn't listen to that 4th one.
and she'll walk you through. Hey, here's how to get a better shot. Here's what we can do to get you paid.
Yeah.
And so we just found out one time by accident that she's really good at voiceover work.
Yeah, she killed
and
it. I like
she
those
can
in.
change inflection. She can change speech patterns. She can go positive. She can go mild mannered. She can super energy.
I like that. Don't be cussing.
And yeah, don't be cussing. And I like the don't hang up.
Yeah.
Like whoa.
Don't hang up.
So yeah, she was fun. She was just in here riffing,
I love it.
and we have a lot of fun doing this.
Yeah, we had a good
sometimes.
time.
It was a good time.
Good on you, Heather. Heather, thank you. We're going to show her this. Thank you.
Oh yeah,
that's-
she asked
thank you
about
for
it this
doing it.
morning too. Yeah, so
All right.
yeah.
Well, we are changing it because we do need it to be quicker. We don't, and we needed to not say thank you for calling Mercer when we call outbound.
Yeah, it sounds kind of like one of those spam calls or
Yeah.
something when it goes out that way.
But that's not what I was going to add. You guys.
I have my own
way
agenda
off
sometimes.
on this side of thing. I said
One time I interrupt him.
Right, it's a big deal.
it's a bit. Then it becomes all. I get all haughty toddy. No, the one thing I've been hearing is what's Mercer doing to go out there and get more freight, which we're constantly doing. Mike Wilkes and his sales team do a great job of going out there and selling
Crushing
our
it.
product and getting more freight. But we talked about something interesting yesterday. Business to business marketing.
Yeah.
You said something a few minutes ago. We're the biggest mom and pop trucking company, and you echoed those sentiments yesterday. Biggest mom and pop trucking company, and we provide customer service and this and that. Talk to us about what is business to business marketing, and how are we going about that to get more customers and tell people what we do. Sorry.
Like, wait a minute, that came out of nowhere.
Is that another? I got really
No,
excited about
I've been
it.
waiting my whole life for this moment.
I got excited about it.
So-
It doesn't have to be just an overview.
No, basically, one of the things that we kind of talked about was we're really bad at bragging about ourselves, first off. And we've spent years and years branding Mercer as the owner-operator company. If you're an owner-operator, this is the best company to do it with. And we've been doing that for years and years. So by the time an owner-operator talks to a recruiter, we've already got that reputation
yeah,
that we get to.
they know us. We're a
Yeah,
trucking company.
they know who we are, and that reputation goes a long way. When you say, "Hey, I'm with Mercer," you got a few minutes to talk about a position.
Right.
So what we've been bad at, and this is coming from the marketing guy, so I'm not throwing stones
Yeah.
at anybody. What we've been bad at is telling customers how great our company is and what great service they get from owner operators. And so how do we reach out to people that don't know us by our reputation in other sectors besides owner operators? So we're going to start reaching out to more people. We're going to start serving some information
Mm-hmm.
about a lot of people just think of a trucking company and they just haul freight, but that's not all we do.
Mm-hmm.
We have industry experts like
Industry
me.
experts.
Yeah.
Um, industry experts. But these guys are
Right.
professionals. They're not just sales guys. They're not just going out there and saying, "Oh, hey, let us have your freight because I need a big commission check."
Yeah.
They help you figure out how to move your freight,
Solutions to your business.
solutions to your business, to the point of, we talked about BRP.
Mm-hmm.
We went out and built them a trailer,
Yeah.
several trailers.
Yeah.
But like they had a certain way that they wanted to ship things, and they don't readily make this product for them to ship with. So we custom built some trailers just so we could help our customers move more of their freight on less truckloads.
Yep.
If I understand
Yeah.
the way that basically
Yeah, that's exactly
being
what it
able to
is.
double stack vans to move very fun vehicles around the country, and we did that
Yeah.
to help them solve a problem. How do we ship more of these vehicles to our locations with less trucks?
It was a very pointed, individualized solution.
Yeah.
And when I think of if I'm going to step into civilian mode, when I think of a freight company, I think of ordering something on my telephone and it being delivered by this nameless, faceless
Yeah.
entity, right? And it just comes on, and that's where we differ. We are not nameless. We are not faceless, and I think it's so cool that we are promoting the fact that this is who we are. This is what separates us. We're all over the place. We're a very large company.
Yeah. How many offices now?
104.
104
Wow.
offices all over the U.S. So
And an important aspect of that is we don't put 4 offices in every city fighting over the same freight, and you get a different customer service rep or sales rep visiting you These are industry professionals located in every major metropolitan area or by account specific that is going to focus on your account as if you're the only account that exists or matters. And that's the crucial part. I see drivers coming in, talking to them in orientation, saying, "Well, who do I get in touch with if you all don't ship with XYZ company? I know them personally." And I get them connected, or I try to get them connected with the right people, knowing that I know whenever I pass that ball off, knowing that someone personally, individually is going to set up to try to get solutions to their business needs. And I think marketing that is a huge
yeah, we
idea.
don't talk enough about that, and we're pretty humble.
Mhm.
We take a pretty humble approach
Yep.
to
Always
most marketing. We really need to get better at bragging about ourselves. And, not just customers. I'm thinking as you're going through this and you said, we don't saturate this area where the
Yeah.
customer always is talking to a different person and they don't have a go-to guy. But from the owner-operator standpoint, if I'm going to go out to Missouri and I'm going to get a load out of there, I don't want agents in the same area trying to undercut each other for freight. Because ultimately, we're all getting paid on a percentage here.
Mhm.
And the farther that rate goes down, if guys are bidding against each other, the person who ultimately suffers is the owner-operator.
Mhm.
It's just pushing his rate down. So I think it's interesting that we kind of try to alleviate agents bidding against each other.
Or agents, taking ownership of running that truck, basically. Because I always give the example, if I've got a customer that's my needs are to get a load moved to Bismarck, North Dakota, what more do I care what you do when you get out to Bismarck, North Dakota? I service my customer's need.
Is that in the United States?
Yeah, barely.
Bismarck, North Dakota?
Yeah, it's in California.
It's in Bismarck, North Dakota,
Yeah.
in California.
All right.
I don't logistics well.
All right.
That's
I like
I
it.
don't geography well. I just
breaking
did-
news.
But
We'll show a map.
If we have, show a map, please.
Sure.
Bismarck, North Dakota, California. I don't. But it's an important thing that talk about the separation and promoting the fact that we have coordinators.
I'm dying. Stop looking at me, Roderick.
That we have
Sorry.
coordinators that are there to help make business decisions for these trucks and help guide. We have a multi-pronged approach at trying to find solutions for customers' needs and for owner-operators' needs. And it's what sets us apart. And not only that, we do it at a very individualized basis, very zoomed in to people and individuals and making them successful. We always say, well, I'll stop there. I don't want to throw too much promotion on. I'll stop.
Oh.
Oh.
We've reached an awkward stopping point. Okay. You were on such a roll that I wasn't prepared to say anything.
To stop.
It's the steamroll. I don't want to steamroll it too much, but we try to take a very individualized approach. We want to zoom in and see people and meet people where they are, which is why we do things like this.
Yeah, you know what Dell always says?
What?
We're in the people business.
We
just move some freight along the way.
We are.
And we don't grow by acquisitions or mergers, or we don't buy things just to get bigger. We firmly believe that if we treat people right and keep doing the right thing and doing what we know how to do, that the numbers will take care of themselves.
Man,
and we want to keep down that path, right?
Yeah,
That's
you
it.
take care of your people will take care of your business.
Mm-hmm. So I'm excited for this next week then too.
Oh, I
Getting
can't wait to
Gorman.
get Dell on here. That's going to be so good. What's our time, Roger?
Right now we are sitting at about 50 minutes.
Wow.
That's good. That's good stuff. Do you want to wrap it up? Are we good for the?
You got
wanna put pause on
anything,
today?
Roderick? You got anything?
Just our normal social media stuff. So I'll wait until you guys are done, or
No, go for it. But I'm excited about getting this promoted out there and starting to do those promotions and getting people involved in this thing.
for this.
Yeah,
for
this.
this.
yeah. So
Promoting.
you're going to see more of this. You're going to see this on YouTube. But you're also going to start seeing a little bit of the shorts on our YouTube. You're going to see YouTube shorts, and then you're going to have our Facebook reels. Also, catch us on LinkedIn. Catch us on our Facebook. And you can always look us up for our Mercertown Lounge page. Yeah, that's about it.
Good.
That's all I got today.
Good. Hashtag. Are there any hashtags? Do we have hashtags? That's Twitter, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you
I'm
know,
bad. I'm a
it's-
bad
it's
millennial.
not even Twitter anymore. It's X now.
X.
What?
X.
It's what?
X.
Yeah, they renamed it X. Twitter does not exist. It's X.
It's X. Like
That's stupid.
if you had it downloaded on your phone,
I'm looking at you,
it's-
X. You're stupid and your name's dumb and stupid.
Literally, if you download it, it's
I'm
X
old.
now.
yeah,
getting
it's
old, too.
he's having a hard time even promoting it overseas and stuff like that.
hard.
Yeah, it's a really
He's obsessed
silly.
with the letter for some reason. He's always going back to X. He tried to do something years ago with X.
They kicked him out of PayPal because
PayPal,
he
that's
kept
right.
on trying to rename PayPal X. And
X.
then,
I don't know what he's got going on with X, but he's always up to something. But good deal. Well, thank you for giving us that. Thanks for doing it again.
I think Twitter is excellent.
You're so good with the
We were
puns.
so we were so out of dad jokes the last episode.
You're so good with them.
I have to remember to squeeze those in, or my brain will explode.
That was a good ending note. That was a good ending note.
So I apologize that you guys have to put up with us, or me, through that. But man, is this fun!
good. Having
a good
Boy,
time.
do I like sharing information with the team, and I'm glad we're doing this, man. I like
Safety
talking
message. Let's carry it out. Safety message.
to you. Buckle up,
Buckle up. Stay safe.
up.
Love you guys.
shiny side up.